My name is Bullemore, and my wife and I bought this property back in 1999, and the size of it is about just over 700 acres, I suppose. And when we first got here, we really didn't know much about the plight of the little river, and the weeds that infest along the banks of it, and the tiger pear and other problems, but we soon learned about it. Now, unfortunately, the little river, not only do we face a lot of problems with the tiger pear, serrated tussock and other infestations of weeds along the riparian zone of the river. Unfortunately, the river was dammed in 1887. It's called the Stony Creek Reservoirs, and they stopped the flow to the little river by 100%. So by 1887 it became nothing more than a hole in the ground, and if it wasn't for sections like this part of the water here where we've got some natural springs, there wouldn't be any flow in the little river at all. When you see times of flood, and after that flood it rejuvenates, and I think that's, you know, part of the reason we want to work towards trying to repair it as best we can. And I was standing there with one of the local farmers, Pear, he's a long time local resident, and he does our share farming here on the property, and he was explaining to me how the lack of water, how the trees had died from here backwards. Downstream they'd all died, and yet upstream there were still native river red gums that survived. And as he was telling me, there was native ducks flying in all directions. There were teal, grey teal winging through down along the river. There was wood ducks lower down. There were black ducks. There was all sorts, and it was very hard for me to concentrate with what he was trying to tell me. With all these ducks, all I could do was keep saying, "Oh, look at the ducks! Look at the ducks!" It's, the fence is quite substantial, or the rock fence in some places. You can see it even better than this. You see they've worked their way around these river red gums, which I mean must have been an awful lot of work in the day. But how else did you build fences if you didn't have wire or fence posts? Ed Texton, of course, from Melbourne Water, he's been an inspiration. He knows every weed, he knows every indigenous plant, and you know, working with people like that who can help you and direct you, give you heart and inspiration to continue on with the work that you're doing. It's 1,000 metres from up the top there. This side here, on the left here, has had no stock on it. The other side has been grazed, and you can see quite the stark contrast between where it's been grazed and where we've let the native grasses start to take over. And they've done a great job holding out the serrated tussock. And the fence runs for about 1,000 metres down this way as well. The work we do, while to us it seems like a huge project, it's only a very small piece in a bigger puzzle. And with Melbourne Water's funding, that along the river, they help piece that puzzle together slowly but surely.